Hey everybody, welcome back to Freedom Wanderer. I'm Chuck McDonald. So happy you are here to join me today. And I want to thank Slender Rise for being the sponsor of this video. So let's get started. Alright guys, so today I want to do a little different video. So I've got a lot of extra footage from the scuba diving that I've been doing a lot this summer. And it made me think, a lot of people come down here to the Myrtle Beach area and they're scuba divers and they want to go scuba diving and they try to watch videos and they try to check out things online to see what's going on. So let me take you on a little bit of a journey today into some of my experiences scuba diving here in the Myrtle Beach area. Alright, so I want to thank Slender Rise for being a part of this video. Slender Rise sales are up 2,000% so far this year, 2024. So you need to get your Slender Rise skinny drops. You use it 10 to 15 minutes before each of your 3 main meals. It drops under your tongue. It helps promote hormone balance. Helps you lose weight. Helps increase your metabolism to help you lose weight. You follow the approved food list. It's just that easy. There's a link in the description below. You need to get it and join all us people out here on the beach, getting our tan on, getting our summer slim, body slim down. So get your Slender Rise and accelerate today. Click the link below. Use code CHUCK91 at checkout. All capital letters like you see right here. CHUCK91 at checkout. Get a 15% discount. And if you become a member and get your monthly subscription, just hit subscribe and save and you'll get an extra 15%. So that's 30% off of your purchase to get your Slender Rise skinny drops. Get them today and get started. Alright, so you're here, you're on vacation, you've been kind of looking at scuba diving, what you want to do, what you enjoy. So let me just set up for you what it's like scuba diving here in the Myrtle Beach area. Basically, we only have 2 scuba shops that actually offer charters offshore. One is Coastal Scuba, which is in North Myrtle Beach, and they leave out of the Little River Inlet and do a lot of their diving up that way. And then you also have Scuba Express, or Express Water Sports as it's known online, that leaves out of Murrells Inlet. And both of them are totally different, but both of them are cool. And I've only gone with, let me be honest, Express Water Sports. And it's not because of anything negative toward Coastal. I go up to their scuba shop, I buy stuff, I talk to the people. But I live close to Express Water Sports. It's a 10-minute drive. I can be at the boat at no time, go scuba diving. It's real easy for me to go with them. I highly recommend both. Great staff, great people. They have accommodated me in any way I've needed whenever I've gone to either dive shop. So that's basically what you're looking at for dive shops here in the area. Now, let's talk about what you want to talk about. Scuba diving. What's it like scuba diving in South Carolina? Well, I've always heard it said, if you can scuba dive in South Carolina, you can scuba dive anywhere. And my friends, that is a true statement. South Carolina is one of the most unpredictable places I've ever been to. Now, I haven't traveled that much, but I've been around. I've dove in the Bahamas and South Florida, the Keys, all those beautiful Caribbean blue, crystal clear waters. That's not South Carolina. And a lot of people, you come here on vacation, you've been in your hotel, you've been out on the beach, the sun is shining just right, the conditions are beautiful, and the water looks like that Caribbean blue, crystal clear water like the Bahamas. And it's really not. South Carolina is almost a pool of water that churns. Okay, so if you look at the coastline of the United States, you come up Florida through Georgia, South Carolina makes this hard 45-degree angle out, and then North Carolina kind of comes back out. And from the Bahamas and Florida up to that point of North Carolina is the Gulf Stream, which for us in South Carolina, especially the Myrtle Beach area, you're talking about a 60+ mile boat ride just to get into the Gulf Stream waters. So what does that create? It creates a pool of water that just kind of churns and moves around, and it's very unpredictable. Is it clear? Is it not clear? Is it rough? Is it not rough? Boat captains around here amaze me because they have to look at tides and currents and winds, and just so many factors go into it. And a lot of people come scuba diving in this area thinking we're on vacation, it's going to be like South Florida, and it's really not. You could go offshore. I mean, our nearest dives we go to out of Murrells Inlet are 10, 11 miles offshore just to try to get into 50+ feet of water, and also clear enough water that you can enjoy the visibility. And sometimes, to be honest, it's just hard. We have to go 20+ miles offshore to some of the dive sites just to get into clarity. All right, let's talk about the type of scuba diving you can do here. You have basically, if you're going to charter, now I'm speaking from a charter diving perspective, just a recreational diver who goes to a dive shop, buys a ride out on a boat for a couple of tank dives. Now I'm talking about that kind of diving. I'm not talking about living here, owning your own boat, doing that kind of diving. That's a whole totally different type of world. So just for the charter diving, basically you're going to do artificial reefs. There are a few natural shipwrecks out there that people go get on. The Hebe, St. Cathan come to mind right off bat. Mostly they're just artificial reefs. Why? Because South Carolina is basically sand. We don't have the beautiful coral reefs like you see down in South Florida, Bahamas, Caribbean. We just don't have that. It's purely sand. There are some rock structures, some rocky bottom, some reef type areas, but you have to be a local guy that has local knowledge, or you know a local guy that has local knowledge, and they're willing to give up their numbers, or they're willing to take you with them and not give you the numbers. They're few and far between, so they're kind of hard to get on unless you know somebody. As a recreational diver that takes charters offshore, you're going wreck diving. And we have beautiful wreck dives off the coast of South Carolina. You will have a blast. So book your trip and let's go. All right, diving season. Okay, let's be honest. I'm born and raised in South Carolina. I am not a winter type person. I do not like cold water. I do not like cold air. I'm not a winter guy. But roughly our dive season, if you take a charter, they try to start in March and they try to go into October. And good luck. Winds, during the springtime, the earth is shifting, everything gets volatile. I mean, we're subject to winds, waves, currents, just like anywhere else. But water temperatures are going to be cold. Now, if you are a dry suit diver and 60-degree water does not bother you, have at it, buddy. I will not be on the boat. I will not be in your way. For me personally, here in South Carolina, mid-May, maybe up until about the end of September, the water temperatures are to my liking, which is roughly mid-70s and up. During the summer it gets a lot hotter than that, but usually mid-May to the end of September, that's when the water temperatures are basically in the 70-ish degree range, which low 70s is cold to me, but I suffer through because I want to go scuba diving. And so that's basically what it is. To me here, I get about 5 good months of scuba diving if it's a good year. Other than that, tides, currents, storms, whatever, could mess all that up. But, roughly in that ballpark area, about 5 months is what we're going to get in the area. Mostly summer months. The one good thing about diving in the ocean here in the Myrtle Beach area is the sea life. I mean, we have everything you would think that is out. There's seahorses, stingrays, sharks, lots of sea life. There's some artificial reefs out there that have been there for a long time. The 2 natural wrecks have been out there since 1942. It happened in World War II. Tons and tons of sea life. That is not an issue. The commercial dive shops around here, the charters, allow you to spearfish. So yes, you can spearfish. Yes, you have to have a saltwater license. Yes, you have to abide by state laws. You can't just shoot any and everything. You got to shoot it in season, just like normal. But that's all available out there, and it's good diving. And it's the reason I dive here as much as I do. I love to spearfish. I love to scuba dive. Even when I go on wrecks that I've been on several times, I still enjoy just being in the water. It's awesome, and I really enjoy it, and I think you will too. All right, so finally, let's be honest. If we're going to go charter diving in the Myrtle Beach area, be ready for a boat ride. There are no near shore dives. There's no shore diving per se. If it did clear enough you could shore dive, you're basically looking at sand, maybe the occasional fish, things of that nature. There's really nothing there to see, and there's really no opportunity to see that. So you're going 10 plus miles offshore, which is basically about an hour's boat ride. Normally, to get into the good water, the deep water, the more rich water, you're going to have to go farther off, like 20, 25 miles. So you're talking about an hour and a half, 2 hour boat ride. There, 2 tank dives, you know, a couple hours back. It's just the nature of the beast. Being in the area, that's what it is. So be ready for a boat ride. Well, guys, I hope that answered some of your questions. I do get questioned often about diving here in South Carolina, and wanted to kind of maybe touch on some of the most frequently asked questions that I get. But if I haven't answered something, if you're watching this, whenever it is, if you have a question, please leave it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer it. And if I do not know the answer, I will try to find out for you and make sure you get that answer. I've been diving a good bit with the guys from Scuba Express, and have made some friends down there that I could probably go ask questions and get answers to your questions if I can't get them for you. So let me say, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for being a part of my channel, being a part of my life, really. I enjoy the connection I've made with a lot of people. Our subscribers are just starting to grow, and kind of blows my mind a little bit, but I really appreciate you being here, being a part of my channel. I love you. I mean it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next adventure. Remember, friends, life is an adventure. You got to get off of the couch and go live it. We'll see you in the next adventure.